Moment of silence for Cirie.
All right. Welcome back in, everyone. This is Black Girls Talking TV, where we bring the group chat to life and discuss all your favorite TV shows. Today is a sad, sad day as we are mourning the beloved Cirie motherfucking Fields. She no longer in the field, but it's all right.
No, I know.
I am Victoria. I am one of your hosts, and I'm a psychologist.
And I'm Kamaria. I'm an attorney and a pop culture writer. And before we get into this morning episode of Cirie Fields, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell.
If you're listening on Spotify, please make sure to give us a 5-star rating. That way Spotify knows that y'all with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Please, 5 stars. That'd be great.
Not four, not.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
But yeah, let's get into this episode. Moment of silence for Cirie. Like, please.
All right.
Yeah. Child. Now we got to put on our real glasses because we blind baddies out here. So
Basically.
child. Can't see. But yeah, I was so disappointed, and I was like, Rizzo. What I say last episode? I sent you gazillions of voice notes. I said when Rizzo got rid of Ozzy, that was him, and you was talking about some loyalty. I was like, loyalty? What is the? It's $2 million. He ain't loyal.
No.
No.
I know.
I knew when he did that Ozzy move, I was like, Rizzo is setting up something for his own personal, like he doing what Mari said Tiffany should do in terms of getting Ozzy out. And Tiffany did, have that in her mind, but
yeah. Bruh. It was so sad to watch. Like, it was just such a somber vibe. And when at first the episode was going, I was like, this boring ass episode. I'm like, something's gonna happen. And when we went to that first tribal council within the first 30 minutes of the episode, I said, oh no, something big is about to happen. Something big is about to happen. And I was like, man. And Cirie, she went out kicking and screaming. She did try. I feel like the only thing that maybe could have made it a little better is if she would have just went ahead and said, "Oh no, Rizzo is the one who told me," instead of Aubrey. Rizzo is out here conspiring and out here making sure that y'all are puppeteering his moves. It is Rizzo. But she didn't know. Rizzo was still her number one in her mind. And yeah, it's so sad. And you sent a voice note and you were like, this is why they needed to do a season of like best people who never win. Because all the big targets, it's like it's the same reason why, a Boston Rob has to play 5 times, or an Ozzy has to play so many times, because after a while it's like, what do you do?
There's such a big threat. People just immediately want to get them out. And it's nothing against like those who are here, like Joe, Tiffany, Jonathan, or whatever, because everybody's like a good player in their own right. But like, there's a different level of threat. Like, I'm surprised Cirie made it that far. But as she started to make it so far, I was like,
yes, the belief. I was like, oh my god! Like, I started this season. I was like, there's no way she's. I think in my draft I had her a little bit lower because I was like, there's no way she even makes it to the merge.
She was my second, I think, pick when we did the preseason draft, because I was just like, she's Cirie Fields. She can do something. I'm so surprised though that she lasted so long. I would have thought they've gotten her out sooner, but she's such a good player. She's such a good player. And I'm upset. I'm upset at Aubrey. I'm upset at Rizzo. You know what I'm saying? And I was rooting for Tiffany to get that immunity, not even thinking about how I was like, yes, Tiffany, yes. Just so excited when she won. And then I saw Cirie's face. Like, when I did see Cirie's face, and I was like, is this good for her? I don't know. This might not be. But yeah, I was just hoping, because they could have got Rizzo this night. Like, this would have been a, like.
And he still didn't play that idol.
That's why I'm saying they could have got him. That's why I'm saying they could have got him. They could have gotten that man, because he legitimately didn't play that thing. What are they at 5 now? So yeah, he's gonna play at 5. He's going to 4. And I don't know if he made fires. I don't know if he done got better at that, but we'll
Don't look
see. He
like it
might not
because
even have
they
to.
said he been sick, so
Yeah,
he ain't
no.
been having no energy for him to do stuff.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
I,
this was very sad. I was so happy though that Tiffany did not write Cerie's name down.
oh yeah.
I was like, and
Yeah, for
that right
sure.
there is just the black camaraderie that you want to see,
Mhm.
no matter what,
Black
hook or
girl
crook.
bond.
Yes,
Yeah.
don't do it, don't do it. I never like to see it in the black players because I just feel like some things just got to be bigger than you, you know.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and that's just what that is.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
I
I'm very
yeah.
somber about it. It's just it was so
Yeah.
heartbreaking because she was
Mhm.
playing so well. Like this is the best. Like to even say that there was better gameplay for Cirie Fields coming into season 50. Like she played flawlessly this season. Like she covered all of her bases. And
Mhm.
if it was not for that split vote with Jonathan going back and forth, if it was not for that, Cirie might have been able to make it
Yeah,
even to 4, I think.
yeah, but I think it literally all is Rizzo. Like Rizzo having
Yeah.
made the choice to get rid of Ozzy last season. That's why I was like, and not last season, but last episode. That's why I was like kind of back and forth. I was like, I'm not sure. I feel like Aubrey out is better for her. Like you gotta have your people in there. You know what I mean? Because you
Yeah.
gotta be able to
But
control these
Rizzo,
votes with numbers.
I don't know if Rizzo would have done that if it wasn't for Ozzy opening his mouth.
I know, but I'm saying that I don't think he would have done that for Ozzy not opening his mouth either. Probably. But I think that the information that Ozzy did share helped Rizzo's eyes to open up as well about where
Yeah.
he may have stood with Sere. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
she has this person. It may have lifted the fog from his eyes. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just saying that like once he made the choice though, it was like I'm making a me choice. It wasn't like because he spoke too much because it just wasn't like that's what he said it was, but it wasn't. So I really do feel like, and I'm just torn because I don't have good feelings for Rizzo right now. And Rizzo has always been my favorite. I've
Yeah.
always liked him since his season. I just have liked him, and I do not have good feelings right now because I'm
Yeah. I
like,
mean,
damn,
he's a
bro.
student of the game, and so like I'm trying to
Yeah.
put it in that bucket, but it
Mm.
just it sucks. But it was a good move on his behalf for the Ozzy thing and
Yeah.
for the Cirie thing, you know.
That's why if
But
he gets there, then he probably might get it. But I'm rooting for your winner pick, Tiffany.
oh yeah, most
Okay,
definitely waiting for Tiffany. I
rooting for
I threaded. I
Tiffany.
said, and Tiffany, you better lock the fuck in, ho. Okay. You have no choice but
I
to
know.
I need to see that lock in. That
Yeah.
lock in she had when
Yeah.
she was spelling. What was the word?
Inconceivable.
Inconceivable. When she was spelling inconceivable, and
Mhm.
I said, "Girl, this is the focus. I need you to have a laser focus moving forward." I'm
Forward.
still rooting for her. I still believe in her that she can make it to the end. So we're gonna see. But the fact that Aubrey, Jonathan, Joe are seemingly locked in with each
If
other
that is
right
our
now,
final three, I will
that
like
the
stop
worst
it.
season ever.
Stop
Worst
it.
season ever if
Stop
they make
it.
it. There is no way either of them like it would have to, and it's so sad it would have to go to Jonathan. It would have to go to Jonathan. Like
I would say Aubrey. I would say Aubrey, but like I would say Aubrey because of this Endgame portion, they giving her a lot of confessionals. I will say that lately, but I would say Aubrey over Jonathan personally if she speaks a good game. But either way, it's just this point. Let's not even focus on that timeline.
yeah.
Who was that? Mari, somebody was talking about the timeline. Let's not even acknowledge that as a timeline. I think there
It's
may be a Rizzo, maybe Tiffany. I'd love to see
Rizzo and
Tiffany.
Tiffany the
Tiffany,
only people I could root for that's left.
yeah,
And
and Rizzo is
if
so
if
conflicted with
anybody
him.
else if anybody else wins, I'm literally gonna be like, for this season to have gone the way it has gone, because it's been a good season, for it to end with an Aubrey, Joe,
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan
Please
final
stop
three,
repeating
and
that.
sorry,
Please stop repeating it. We don't acknowledge that timeline,
I'm
okay?
sorry. I need Tiffany boots on the ground. I need
Right.
even Rizzo boots on the ground, like straight up.
It's not
Like
right.
I will be happy for Rizzo if he wins. I will, because I think he's a
I'll
good
get there. I'll
game,
get there.
or I
Yeah.
think he's a good game player. I think he
Yeah.
has cemented himself in Survivor history, especially in this new era.
But I'm
Hate
just
that
so
Cirie is
disappointed.
a victim
Yeah.
of his street smarts,
Yeah.
hate that,
Yeah.
but he is a good player. He is a good player. I can't take that away from him. Hate the move that
Yeah.
he just made, but he is correct. If Cirie made it to that final 3 seat, she
Yeah.
won $2 million, cash it in the bank, and sis, give me a good little
Yeah, but
20K
I
off
guess
top.
the thing is like, why you had to do it right now, Rizzo? Because
I
anybody could have done
know.
it at final three. You know what I'm saying? Whoever won the final three wasn't gonna take her. You know what I'm saying? She would have had to have
Yeah.
been at fire. Does she make good fire? I don't even know. We need to study
Yes,
a little
Cirie
bit
know how to
more.
make fire. She know how to
No, I'm
make
saying
fire.
like, is she good? Some people be like, they a fire maker. They can like whip it up,
I
but
would
I don't
assume that
know.
Cirie can whip up some fire after
Okay,
being
okay,
out there
okay.
5, 6 times. I believe
I
so.
ain't
I think
trying to
she can
doubt it.
whip up
I
some.
ain't trying to
Yeah, I
doubt
know
it.
she can whip up some fire.
Yeah,
Especially because
but
in her early gameplay, she was helpful around camp. Like that was
mm,
part of her game.
I guess she was doing whatever she was doing when she was up there talking with Emily about that rice. She was making some fire for the
Correct.
rice, okay?
Exactly.
But yeah, I like before we kind of get into the rest of the episode, I do just want to say like Cirie, because this may be the last time she plays. Like
No,
she
she said
is
this is
like,
it. She
oh
said Survivor has
man,
given her all that she is
oh
going to get, and the fact that every single time her name comes up, it's the best. Like she
yeah,
was like, that's good. Even though people are saying like the best to have never won, she's like, it's the
yeah,
best. You know what I'm saying? Like the best.
yeah,
And the fact that she's
yeah.
just leaving with so much gratitude and poise and
Mm-hmm.
grace for the game, even though it's not been the ultimate outcome, right? That
Oh
anybody who's playing
man,
wants.
yeah.
It is just like, dang, I understand. But she said that it's still more Cirie in her left. And so maybe
Mm-hmm.
we'll see her on something else. But I think
Yeah.
Survivor, she said she's done. And I don't even blame her because unless it literally
Mm-hmm.
is a best players who have never won or players who've at least played like
True. Yeah.
three
She's just
times
gonna be a
minimum,
threat
she's
every
just going to be
time.
a threat. And you would have to bring
Yeah.
back players like
And
Jeremy, Tyson, Boston Rob, Sandra. Like you
yeah.
would have to bring back those heavy hitters who have all
Yeah.
said they're done playing as well. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? For it
Yeah.
to even be a season where she has a shot.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I think just speaking on her game as a whole, like she is just so masterful as like a social
Yeah.
player, as a strategic player. Like the way she can just even with Tiffany,
Yes.
like, girl, yes, they think about me. Like, girl, like, yes. But she's just such a good player. And it's like she comes with this energy of just perception. That's what I like, a player who can peep
Yeah.
something and they can see it and then they can do what they need to do with it. I think that like loyalty may have been, it's something that she always talks about. She's always loyal to her people. And maybe if she had not been loyal, a little bit more ruthless this season, maybe we would have seen something
Maybe.
else. Because maybe she could have cut Rizzo like right there, like you said, because yeesh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But she has always been loyal. Loyal this time, I guess, to a
Uh,
fault. But
yeah,
I'm just
I
so happy
just
that like any young black players or new players that come around or any black watchers who are like, me when I first discovered Survivor, they go back and watch, like they're just gonna have such a great role model and somebody to root
mm-hmm,
for as they watch these seasons.
mm-hmm.
Um
Yeah,
yeah,
and
and
it's
I'm,
I
and I'm
think it's
glad
like
it's Cirie because she's like
yeah,
she's a regular girl. Like she still go to work and be a nurse. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah. And it's like it's hard to convince somebody to give you their necklace, right? On what was that? Was that 16? And
yes, with the Black Widow Brigade.
yes. And literally still have people trust you to take you far in the game, go
Yeah.
far with you after that. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, but she's
Mhm.
continues to have done it. I just, I don't think there's anybody better than her that for like social game influence. Like she has it on lock, like
Mhm.
1,000% on lock. Like there's
And with
nobody better.
morals, with
Yeah.
morals,
Yeah, I guess
she's
that's why
not
she ain't
using
wanna.
religion.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not using religion or like this cult like mentality or like talking
Right,
shit
or
about
strong-arming
people.
people, yeah.
Yes, it's like none of that. It's not all
They
these
just
stupid
want
people
to.
just follow me and they
Mhm.
just do it. The fact that she could be gone on
Magic.
Exile Island and come back and everybody's like, what do we need to do? Like that's just it's such a beautiful thing.
It's
I'm
effortless.
so yes, it's effortless and it speaks to just the power and the beauty of a black woman. I'm sorry, she
Mhm.
got it. She
Mhm.
got it. Like that's the type of woman when they say like every good man got a good woman behind him. That's Cirie.
Mm.
So,
Yeah. She's my fave.
she is forever and always such a great player and good role model. And I hope to meet her one day just so
I
some of it can rub off on
know.
me. I'm like, that calmness that she has in spite of
Yes.
chaos, and like, even though her gut is telling her something is lurking, something is
Mhm.
coming, and she can still stay calm in that and just
Mhm.
sit back and let things play out. Like, such an admirable quality. Pour one out for our dog. R.I.P. to Cirie, the Survivor player. Maybe we will get maybe another season of Big Brother out of her, or Traders. I don't know. She's so good. I don't know what she could play
I
where
know,
people
right? Because
ain't
I'm
gonna
like,
know. She had to go play that anonymous show where they sitting behind um the
she just need to play a show where people don't know who she is. That's all. Like traders, when they came up in there, they was like,
yeah, they didn't know who she was. You're
yeah,
right.
she just able to work her magic sight
Yeah.
unseen. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody, because if you got a cheat code, it's hard to win when people got a cheat code to who you are. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
then when they have a cheat code and you still get far, it's like it's a testament to who you are in your gameplay.
Yeah.
She's just masterful, and I just
Yeah.
it's sad, but
Mhm.
let's talk about Devens as well, because he did go home as well.
Yeah.
Overshadowed by the Cirie loss. But
Yeah.
Devens was cool. But this was the time when I was like, all right, I am rooting for you to go, because I'm not. It was before Cirie. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
Mhm.
Cirie needs to move forward. It looked like I gotta sacrifice you, baby.
Right.
I gotta sacrifice my hopes, because usually I hope for him to stay. So I gotta
Yeah.
dedicate my energy to you to go.
Yeah.
I was watching the episode and I was very fearful. I just kept thinking the longer we go, the more she's gonna be on the chopping block. And I think somebody had mentioned her name earlier in the episode, but I just was like, not Cirie. I needed to not be Cirie. And when Devens went, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, it was okay. But I mean, Devin's also right. Like, if he made it to the end, it would be really hard to beat him because of the flashy game that he's had. I mean, you got a coin toss to now the prize is $2 million. You planting fake idols and
Mm-hmm.
getting
Mm-hmm.
by. You get an actual idol.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and it's unfortunate because he played that idol when Emily went home and technically didn't have to because there was more votes in the bucket for Emily.
Yeah, no facts. Yeah, I mean, part of me, like, I think back to some of these votes, like the Ozzy vote. I remember I was thinking in real time, and this Devon's vote, I'm thinking about like, were those better votes for him? Should they have gone for Aubrey at the time, or should she had let them get Rizzo or whatever? Because Tiffany been talking about Rizzo. You know what I'm saying? She been
Yeah.
talking about Rizzo. But it's interesting. I didn't want Rizzo to go at that point either. I don't agree with getting your allies out, but I thought he was an ally. So
Right. We thought he was an ally. Sere thought
yeah.
he was an ally. And that was the
Mm-hmm.
hardest part. I think that was like the most devastating part of it all because it's like it's Sere. So it's like you gon' understand, but it's like damn Rizzo, because I was of the belief based on how he played in 49 that he was going to be loyal to the end, especially when he went out because of fire making. So I'm like, he has evidence that being loyal could work for him. And so I thought he was gonna do it, but
And I didn't think that. I
yeah.
was like, no. But one thing we didn't speak about with Cirie is this her speech when she was leaving out, and she was just saying like, "Thank you for every season, every time I come back out here."
The best years of her
Um,
life.
yeah, and just expanding her world. I felt that. I was like, that's very real. That's like, there's so much in the world that I think that doesn't happen because people just have limited vision, or so much life that's
Hmm.
not experienced just because of the limited vantage point or the limited locality or whatever. So her world
Yeah.
just 1,000%, even though like you're saying she's a regular girl, she goes to work, she's doing her career, the world has expanded for her to be able to be on red carpets, to be able to be in other countries. Even like season 14 winner Earl was talking about in our last episode about how they do all these press tours back in the day, go to the
Hmm.
military bases and things like that. And so there's just so much that they have been able to do because of this show. And so I really love that for her. And I do think that that's the real prize. It's like she's good. And is this Sia thing going to be that we vote for who gets the best?
Yeah, we vote. I voted for Cirie. If you don't vote for Cirie, you a hater.
Right.
I'm like, there's nobody else to vote for. Like, let's be effing for real.
Right. When does voting end, girl? Or is it
I don't know,
over?
but I need to pull that up and vote.
I know right. Do that right now. You know what I'm saying? Like sponsored segment for Sere, okay?
No, honestly, yeah. Cirie needed. I think it's what $100,000, and I don't care. She need every 100,000 of it. Okay.
Yeah, it's an interesting episode. Like, I think that we have gone through all these stages of grief because, like, right after, there was just so much
yeah
anger.
I sat on my couch, like, when we were sending voice notes back and forth, and you were like, oh, you must be just sitting there watching the next show. And I was like, no, girl. Like, I'm literally just sitting here in disbelief that Cirie is gone. Like, it really hurt my heart. It
Right.
really
I was
did.
numb for a little bit. I was numb for just a little bit, to be honest. And now it just feels like sadness. But I remember you were like, the season is ruined.
Yes. It is, because it's like they're gonna probably try and come for Tiffany next, and like I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Like, that's just gonna piss me off.
Go out back to back.
Yeah,
that's
not even just two black girls going out back to back. It's just like,
it is that for me. But what else?
I mean, it's like, I guess it is that, because it's like, why? You know, like, they had this. It's annoying that without them both in the game together, they ain't got nobody to watch their back. You know what I'm saying?
Because even Aubrey, I'm like, or Joe telling him he not gonna put Tiffany's name. Like, bruh, all y'all, it's just like your loyalty is not firm. You know?
Yes. And the fact that they were all trying to help each other out in order for Tiffany to lose. I'm like, if that's not God showing up for you, I don't know what is, honey, because anytime, you know what I'm saying, people try and plot against you, it's going to come back tenfold. Always. And the fact that she wasn't even privy to it. Like, she was just eyes on the prize. I'm like, there's so many lessons in that. Like, you can't focus on your haters. You can't focus on what people are not rooting for you for. They are rooting for you for. You just got to be eyes on the prize and stick to whatever your mission is in that moment.
Yeah, no. She did her big one with that. It was really nice to see her be able to pull it out. And I hope she just goes on a run.
Yeah.
Because she's got it in her, and the competition is weaker. Aside from Jonathan, I feel like, Joe too. I forgot about Joe. But I feel like she's gonna mop the floor with Aubrey and Rizzo. Ass. So
yeah, for sure.
She just has to worry about a competition that is like mainly strength. I feel like anything that's like a mix of like strength and brains, like puzzle,
she got
like
it.
coordination, it's like that's hers. And a lot of Survivor competitions are a mix, you know, especially nowadays. So I do have good faith in her ability to just do a run. And I'm glad that they put that little thing on there with Arby's like, she could win. She could. Good. Put her, big up her name.
She can, like she's put some respect on it.
Yeah. Player that came in here.
Even Rizzo, when Rizzo was talking to Cirie was like, well, what if Tiffany wins immunity? And Rizzo was like, I don't think she's going to win immunity. And then she goes and she wins it. And it was great because it's like, it came right off of, not the previous one, because the previous one is one that
I remember that.
Won, but
I remember that.
Last week when, you know, it was taken from her. So it was like, this was that tenfold moment for her to get that win back. But yeah, they keep underestimating her and think that it's just going to be like an easy vote out. And so, I hope she gives them a run for their money.
I hope she goes on a run, like gets all of these next ones, and she just gets them all. But we'll see. Let's talk a little bit about each player now that we're at the sort of at the end. It's a manageable amount. Like Aubrey, they're showing her a lot more confessionals. She's doing a lot more. But I just don't like this. This is not the Aubrey that I liked the first season. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's also not a game strategy that I like. I don't like granted, she was like on the bottom and on the outs for most of the game. And so it's like, I guess she's doing with what she can with the cards that she's been dealt. But I don't like the it wasn't until the end that I did something. I just kind of sat back and let things continue
Yeah.
to happen around
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. But I don't even like what she's doing, how she's doing it at the end. I'm just not
Yeah.
a fan. We'll see, but I could see her. I like right now. The only person who I think doesn't have winner potential is Joe. Like I don't think Joe could sit
Yeah.
next to anybody and win, like
Yeah,
at
no.
all.
Whoever
But
wants to win needs to take Joe at the
I
end.
know, and that's why sometimes like I'm like when he wins immunity or if he is close, I'm like, okay, I'll root for you, Joe, because it's like you weren't gonna go home anyway tonight, so you're
Right.
basically safe anyway. So let's keep the immunity out of the Jonathan's hands and out
Right.
of Aubrey or Devins, whoever is like these people could go instead of Cirie.
Yeah.
That's what I've been feeling. So I don't know. I gotta see how I'm gonna feel about watching Rizzo because like I've been a fan. If y'all been watching since the beginning or even watching us last season, I really enjoyed Rizzo. I've enjoyed his game. Is he on my team? My winner pick team?
He is on your
Yes.
team. Yeah.
Yeah, I like me some Rizzo, but I just, man, not when you. I like Cirie more. Okay, I like me
Yeah.
Rizzo, but I like Cirie more. So
No, straight up.
I don't know.
Speaking of
That wound
teams, I
has
think
to
you got
heal.
Rizzo and Aubrey, and I have Tiffany, Jonathan, and Joe.
Do you really? You got more people on
Yeah,
your team left than me.
I
Okay.
guess
Yeah, because ain't no way I
so.
was picking Joe.
I also had Devins too.
You had Dev. Oh, you had Devins. I didn't have
Hmm.
Devins. Girl, I done forgot about this
Yeah.
team.
I had
Or
all the
do I have?
guys.
I think it's in the other room. My sheet of paper with the
Yeah,
our actual stats. But yeah, we'll have to put them
yeah.
on the screen for like and maybe allocate points based on what place they left in to see whose team was a stronger team. Okay. Oh
But
man,
yeah, and
sadness.
then who else? Let's go to Joe. We already talked about Joe.
Yeah,
Like
Rizzo. You
he's
want to talk about Rizzo?
Rizzo. I mean, Rizzo is what we've been saying. He's a good
Yeah,
player. Like
yeah,
I can't knock it. I do
yeah.
understand why people sometimes don't like him because there can be a little bit of arrogance, but I feel like his arrogance is what continues to allow him to believe in himself and just go for it, you know?
But the one
Um,
thing that's interesting is hearing that like I wouldn't say underestimated, but something about him in seasons with folks who play with him, not necessarily taking him seriously. I'm like,
yeah.
what? I'm trying to reconcile that with what we see from him, but then also think like they're doing it again. They're literally again letting
Yeah, they
him get to the
said
end with idols
right.
and things like that. So is he giving the same sort of is he being underestimated or is he just that good, you know?
I'm trying to figure out because it's like we see the confessionals.
Mhm.
The other players do not. And so I
Mhm.
don't know if it is just him being him where he's like this goofy, guy can be seemingly like a misdirected kid who needs some guidance cuz coach wanted to put him under his wings. Kobe wanted to put him under his wing. So I don't know if it's that where it's like his age and like naivete is what kind of takes over in certain moments and when you're fatigued and irritated and all the things where it's like I don't want to deal with you, but then we see like the mastermind of Rizzo
Mhm.
in confessionals that they are
Mhm.
not seeing. So it's like
Mhm.
we are building a completely different perception of him than his peers in the game. And so
Yeah.
I wonder if it's that because I was definitely surprised. I can't remember who said it, who was like, "Oh, Aubrey." She was like, "No, I want to be next to Rizzo to the at the end
Yeah.
because there's no way that he wins." And I'm like, there is no way that y'all have sat down and had a game conversation with that man because if he gets to final three and gets to argue his case, he gonna have an argument.
And I almost want to see it happen, to be
No,
honest. Even though I
honestly,
want
yeah,
Tiffany to win, I would not like to have to see her up against Rizzo. That's my personal feelings. I do wonder
yeah.
also though if somebody's sitting next to Jonathan and Joe is their best bet because that's two less honor and integrity votes that they have to deal with in the jury. But to be honest, like who is in the jury that's honor and integrity? Is it just Stephanie?
Stephanie, Coach,
Oh, coach.
um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Chrissy.
We need to start saying faux honor and integrity.
Right.
Because I ain't got time to be branding them with the name they came up with themselves.
Girl, it's the
Like,
Cut Cloth
please.
Alliance,
Oh,
baby.
yes. The cut cloth vote. Oh,
Uh,
Chrissy. Yes. Forgot about
yeah.
her.
Yeah, I said it. I said her
Oh,
name.
I missed it. Sorry. But yeah, girl. So that's that. We got that.
Yeah.
We got Rizzo happening, dealing with whatever he's dealing with in terms of this. It's like, how is the jury perceiving him? Like, this will be the ultimate test if he actually gets to the end to see, like, is he gonna win? I do see
But also
Tiffany.
too, it's crazy that they're not even thinking about the fact that this man just went on a survivor run. Like that within itself, and to be here at the end, never having won immunity.
Oh, yeah. He
Like,
got that idol, like, baby.
yeah, please.
I'm just like, so I don't know. I'm torn. Not sure whether to
Yeah.
root for or root against Rizzo at this
Yeah.
point.
I am with you though. Him next to Tiffany could be a problem. I think Tiffany though can stand on her own ground, but it's
Mm-hmm.
going to be the fact that Rizzo has had that working relationship with Cirie the entire
Mm-hmm.
time that nobody knew
Mm-hmm.
about, and with
Mm-hmm.
Ozzy,
Yeah.
and the fact that he's going to be able to speak to, like, I
Holding
know
that
Cirie
idol.
wanted me to
Yeah.
tell Ozzy, and I didn't for this very reason.
Yeah.
I knew that if certain people knew about Cirie
Yeah.
going out, it was going to be like, so that's going to
Yeah.
be a hard thing
Yeah. Yeah.
um
Yeah.
to sell, but we shall see, child.
Yeah.
We shall see. And then we have Jonathan. Jonathan has been a better social player this season for sure. Won't take that
Mm-hmm.
from him. Somebody did make a comment in one of our last videos saying that Jonathan did a lot of preseason gaming, which he did because of this whole alleged Zoom alliance thing,
Mm-hmm.
right?
The cut cloth.
And then the cut cloth thing, right? And so
That's the Zoom. Dang, ain't it? The cut cloth is Zoom.
yeah. It is a Zoom. Yeah. So with that, it's like that kind of carried you. However, also too, I do think he still made good relationships because it seemed like him and Cirie at some point had a little bit of a working relationship. Him
Mm-hmm.
and Tiffany, they were able to kind of reconcile a little bit at some point. Him and Rizzo have been able to sit down. It's like people are still able to sit down with Jonathan and make moves with him and have
Yeah.
conversations with him. And so I can't say that it's all just because, from my view at least, that it's because of this preseason, because they all
Yeah.
gone. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
Mari said, all his people leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which is also a good argument. All your people leave, but you still standing and still able to be a part of big decisions. He not left out
Mm-hmm.
of votes.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
he
he
has a
and
good,
driving certain votes like the Aussie or
yeah,
whatever. But that was also like winning the
given to him.
challenge.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Have we talked about Tiffany though? Because I think we talked about her, but we didn't talk about her
Talk
in
about it, talk
this.
about it. Yeah, no, my girl
Yeah.
Tiffany, like I said, I need her to lock in, baby. I need her to
Mm-hmm.
lock in. They're not giving me enough of her confessionals and stuff. It's like they want to be sporadic with it, so it does scare me sometimes, you know.
Mm-hmm. I be seeing
Um,
her in like these elf commercials or whatever.
yeah, that was
For
so
and
cute.
I
The
was like, is
makeup.
this our winner?
Yeah,
Getting
child.
sponsored
Either
deals
way, I know
already.
she got a sponsored deal, and I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. I love to see the
Yeah.
girlies getting the deals and making a bread outside of just the show. And I thought it was cute.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to figure out when was this film because she looked like she was fed in that
Uh-huh.
versus where she at now in the game. So I'm like, did they
Yeah.
do this before filming? Is this like an after filming thing when she went back and like,
Yeah, no clue. No clue,
yeah,
girl. But yeah, I think that overall she's moving like some of these votes are just, she's moving, she's having discussions, and she's, I think, like making connections as she needs to make them, like her and Jonathan being able to do that Aussie thing, even though like Aubrey's like, this is me. I do think, I think there's like a lot of pieces all together, like I think Aubrey did influence that vote heavily, but it was just like she already needed a willing, sort of group. And I think Tiffany and Jonathan having discussed that, and Tiffany emboldening Jonathan to be able to go over there and say, yo, let's try
yeah,
Ozzy. I think that helped Aubrey to be able to do what she did, because she just was
yeah,
like that additional piece to get the votes. And so I do think her piece was key, but I think that had Jonathan not come over there willing to vote for Ozzy, I don't think she necessarily may have been able to do that. I don't know.
yeah.
because
Yeah.
he could have been like, yo, play your idol. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so I think that it's a little bit of both, and she can't take all the credit for it.
Yeah. Yeah, and
See,
probably more that we haven't seen because, they love to do that. But yeah. Shout out to
yeah.
Cerie's season of Survivor. That's the name of it now. It's no longer Survivor 50. It's Cerie's season. It's Cerie's Island, baby.
Yeah.
At this point, she'd have been all over that thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's it for this season. I mean, hold on. But yeah, I think
I
that's it
know the
for this.
season is a wrap. It is a
Yeah.
wrap. It's like I'm joking.
Um,
No, but yeah, one more episode next week, y'all.
but yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button, that follow button if you're listening on Spotify or Apple. I think Apple also has ratings. Give us a 5-star rating. Drop your
Mm-hmm.
thoughts in the comments, and we will catch you for the finale. And if you're going
Mm-hmm.
to any finale parties, let us know in the comments where you will be tuning in at.
Mm-hmm.
And we will catch you next week. Bye.
All right, bye.